So I'm going to show you a quick little 10-minute routine that you can do in the morning just to get your body up and going and ready for the day. Let me know what you think. One that I do, it helps to really warm up your body and then work the abs. So I'm going to explain what it is that I do because I have to focus so hard that I can't really talk while I'm doing this. But I do 2 sets of 30 each leg. So basically what I'm doing is I'm lifting up my leg, and you want to lift it up past your hips, above your hips, so that you get the most engagement in your abs. So as I'm lifting up my leg, I'm bending my back so that I can get a full ab and engage the full ab. So like I said, I can't talk while I'm doing this, but I'm going to just lift each leg like this. And I like to put my hand so that I can actually feel it tighten up. That I do is I do 4 sets of 10 of squats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position myself so that you can see that I'm engaging my glutes when I get to the top. Also, another thing to consider is when you're bending is making sure that your knee doesn't go over your feet and getting as low as possible. My next step is lunges. So I do 2 sets of 20 on each leg for lunges. And when I do lunges, because there's a lot of different ways on how you can do lunges, but the way that I'm doing it now at this current moment is I'll actually have my feet closer together. So then what happens is when I go down, I'm putting all of that weight on this front leg. So here I'm going to do my set of 20, and then same thing, you want to make sure that your leg, your knee is not going over your foot. This next set, I do 3 sets of 10 and it's push-ups, but I'm still working on it, so bear with me. However, making sure that I have the correct form is the most important part at this point in time. So first I want to make sure that I go into all fours and that my hands are close enough apart where they should be parallel to my shoulders. When I go down, I want to make sure that my elbows stay tucked in. Otherwise, if they go out like this, then what it's going to do is it's going to create broader shoulders, which I definitely am not looking for. So here's a set of 10. Child pose is the best pose you can do after doing those push-ups. It just really gives a nice good stretch on your arms and your shoulders and also your lower back. So I'll do this for about 30 seconds to a minute depending on how I'm feeling, and then I'll go into cat-cow. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that my legs are nice and parallel and that my arms are nice and parallel as well, and that my weight distribution is nice and even. So what I'm doing is first I'm pushing my belly button towards the floor, and oh my gosh, I can feel that in my middle back portion, and then I will lift it all the way up, and you can just feel that stretch in your spine. You really want to focus on your breathing when you're doing this. So I like to do 2 sets of 30 and take this time to just decompress and feel that stretch. Last stretch that I do is for my quads. After those lunges, trust me, you need a nice deep stretch for those. So what I do is I'm gonna sit on my feet. Even this, if they're really tight, you can feel that tension. But what you wanna do is you wanna lay all the way back. If you can't, I would recommend just starting by having your elbows down. But if you can, lean all the way back. Make sure your knees are touching the floor. And you can feel that stretch in your quads, but also in your lower back. It feels really good. Depending on how tight I feel, I might stay in this position for, I would say, anywhere between 1 to 3 minutes, depending on what my body is telling me to do. I hope you enjoyed this quick little 10-minute routine that is super helpful just to get your body moving and going and ready for the day. Or even on those days where we're just so busy where we don't have time to go to the gym, but we want to do a little something just to kind of keep our body mobile and moving, but also flexibility. Because as we know, as we get older, we kind of get a little bit stiffer. So even doing those stretches morning and night is a really good thing to do on a regular basis. If you like this video and found it helpful, please give a comment below and click that like button. And if you want to get notified for more videos like this, make sure that you subscribe to get that notification.